Hello, everybody, nobody, one and all. Here I am. I've moved the camera slightly because I did a little reel yesterday. Like, um, I was hoping it'd spin throughout the video. This is Jeff. This is Jeff the skeleton. He's our Halloween boy, and he's also the the model for this cosplay. I need to get the bottom half on it. I've got the belly part done. I've got the belt part done as well. And they're just sitting down on the floor, waiting to be a part of it. I really should get this glued on, really. But yeah, let me try and position it in the correct manner, and then try and show you if I can. So it's backwards. Excellent. That's a good start, isn't it? Right, I'll have to do it in bits. This is the belly part. That's the hip. There's the belly, and then the other hip, and then to go on there in the middle there, where it's all marked out, is all the spinal bits that are all separate. I tend to do them last once I've got them like in the there's the actual belt part as well, so it sits in there, and just at the edge of it on each side you just glue it, or at least I do, and then glue all this top part to Milado's chest over here, and then you do one great big split down the side. So you crawl into it like with your arm up, and then you pull your head down and pull it all on, and then I'd love to get like zips and stuff and get zips on it, but for the time being I kind of make like extra bits of foam, and it's Velcro. So that's how that works. Right. I don't know where's best to start with this. I also reckon... Oh. Nope. I also reckon it'd probably be a good idea to get some reference up as well, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Images. Hello. Reach. Grenade. Shoulder. Yeah, I just want some fairly decent quality, like basically it's just something that I can look at that's hang on, let's see if oh no, it's not going to do that, is it? Let's see if I can find this picture properly. Oh, I got lost with you fucking... Would you like to... right, it's a figure. I'd rather get like an in-game shot of it if I can. And I'm looking here, and it's looking like it's all sort of figures. Oh no, there's an actual shot from Reach. That's nice. Thank you, Reddit. Where am I? Where the hell am I? Sorry, I'm trying to pop it into like my little folder so I can there we go. Pop it in there. Right. Yeah. Piss off. Sorry. Open the folder. Right. Alright, photos. Jesus Christ. What the hell? Like, it fully do not know why that is a thing. Right, here we are. Let's zoom in. And we'll pull it along. Right, so that's how it's supposed to look. So they've sort of... Right, let's... I'll put this on so you can see what I'm looking at. So what they've done is, on this, it looks like that shape here needs to continue all the way to the back, because as you can see, it's one thing, not like an odd little non-specific weird thing. And it sort of is that on the shape. If you look at the back side of it, you can see that. Yeah, so we've got that, and then these details are a little bit different to what it should be. Let me just turn this round and we'll get it back up here. Right, okay. So we've got a little section to cut out on this bit here. Everything else looks fairly good, and I like these little extra details. There's like great big round things, and then these are clearly like... I'm zooming out so I can see the detail a bit better, but it's not helping. They're sort of like oblongs, but I might just do them as screws, and then we'll try and get them to protrude a little bit. But it looks like there's 6 of them, doesn't there? There's like 2 in the middle on top and bottom, 2 here just as the model changes parts, and then 2 on the corners there. So yeah, we'll get that on as well. Yeah, not a problem. Right, okay, now the only question is, how do we start? And I think it's going to be that and this. And then we'll try and get the shape, and then we'll try and get these parts on, and these parts. And I think like the good thing about it is that this bit, because it's all together, that's going to inform the shape of the bottom bit here. Oh my god, honestly, this fucking mouse. Relax, everybody. Right, there. We're back to how it should be. Right, okay. Enough talk. More template slicing. Yeah? That's what you're all here for. Right. Okay, so we've got... That's the end. We need that. Oh, and there it is. Okay, right. Rest of you can fuck right off. Alright, everybody. We're gonna make these Halo Reach Grenada shoulders to go on this Halo Reach suit. I had to leave him hanging there after I did the reel the other day, the little short. I thought I'd pop it up there, because then, and like just leave it, because then anyone popping in can look past my head and go, oh yeah, it is that guy. Oh, that is terrible. Why have I... Oh my god. Right. Sorry. Yeah, I am absolutely missing the mark on like all of these lines for some reason. There we go. Although I think I'm going to use this side and then flip it over and use that side to do the other side, because this has become a wonky mess. I think you can even pick it up on camera how much of a like a curve that I've made on it for some reason. Well, I say for some reason. The reason is because I fucked it up. Simple as Right. Oh, not again. Yep, I've done it again. Right off where it should be. I'm so pissed off with myself. I'll try and get this one right, and then I'll do the same. I'll flip it over. What a knob. I'm having to put my hand in the way of that because I don't know why, but I'm having real trouble seeing it. I've got all glue from the other build as well. Let me turn that round just in case it's that. That's a little bit better. It was that. It's that stupid bloody white light I've got on that studio light pole. What a crock of shit. So this is the thing, if stuff goes wrong in the templates when you're trying to build the damn thing, then it's like you're gonna have no chance of having it fit together when you transfer it to foam. There is no chance. If anybody's nipping in while I'm not looking at the chat and wondering what the fuck is going on and why it's in a gaming section, it's because I'm making Halo armor right here, and you know, you might have guessed from the channel name. Well, here we are. Right, okay, how the hell is this going to work? I'm almost tempted to not do this bit and let it like be one single thing and then let the other part lie on top, because it's almost that amount, but I think it has to be slightly more subtle than that, the way it goes round, and that's same for the picture. Let's have a look. Can't really tell, but it's, yeah, okay. Right, done. Got him. Game. Okay. Here's a piece of foam I cut earlier. It's almost the right shape, actually. I should maybe stop. Well, anyway, right. We've got to get 2 of these guys, possibly 4, if we can. Because then if we can do both, like we did with the biceps in previous streams, if we can do both at the same time, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I'm trying to remember which side it was that I fucked up. It was this side, wasn't it? Right, I'm going to do all of the other side first. There we go. Right, as you can see, we're that far on. I'm going to now just flip it over and use the side I cut correctly as the rest of it. God, look how far out it is. Oh my god. Can't really pick it up, but it's like it's centimeters out. It's mental. That is mental. Right, hang on. Let's just see if I can line it up properly. There we go. Right. Okay. Right, I'm going to do the same again. Oh my god. It's so different on each side that it's actually difficult to line it up. Right, I'm going to use the centerpiece, the center part there as the main line up. There we go. Right. There we go. I think. I mean, it might be right. That's interesting. That's really weird. But there's the two, and I think I'm gonna get, in the interest of time, I'm gonna get these on here as well if I can. Which I can't because they're too bloody long. Right, let's see. Okay. These outer bits are going to have an inward cut anyway, so they can go right up to the edge. Because they've got, what do you call it? The outer edges to meet them, and they're at an angle, so they need to be cut as such. Let's see, can we fit this one on? Oh, just move that a little bit. There we are, cracking. Okay, very close, but we've managed. There we go. All set. Okay, so we're going to do one at a time. I think that's a fair assumption. Right, first things first. Let's see. Oh my god. I think it would be fair to say that there's going to have to be a bit of an angle cut on the inside, but not very much. So I might not. No, in fact, I'm not going to. There we go. There we go. That's a very thin bit to cut out there. Okay. Right, now these bits are definitely angle cuts. I'm not going to do a huge amount of angle cutting because I always do too much on these things. And if I haven't done enough, I can come back. I have to tell myself that. So yeah, I'm not doing huge angles on these things, just so, you know, Just got the knife like a little bit to the side like that, and then trying to do the opposite on the other sides. Because yeah, if you do too much on one of these like this, you end up with like a huge gape on the sides, but then nothing through the middle where you cut out through the middle. I'll show you what I mean in a second when I've pulled these bits out. So those are the little bits I've pulled out of these little tiny corner bits there. Get rid of those. And then you would do a line along there like that from end to end, and then make a trench, like cut out on each side of it, so that you can fold it inward. And there you go. I messaged my friend Mr. Wizard, and he said he's in a meeting right now. Now, if he's in a meeting, then he's in a meeting with like Pinewood Studios or something like that, because he's now man about the British effects team town. I'm relevant to your meeting. Put me on. Put me on in the meeting. Tell them about me. Nah, Mr. Wizard's doing very well for himself, and deservedly so. He's a very, very talented costume maker and prop maker. Check him out. His Forge Works on Instagram and Facebook, and he's just really good. He's just really talented fella, and came across him because he found my work and asked me if I'd make something for him, and then I saw his work and I was like, dude, why the fuck do you want me to work on something? You're like a hugely talented dude. You don't need me at all. And from there he started dropping into my live streams when I was doing it on Twitch, and yeah, he went from working in a shed to being asked to work in like a geek shop, like bring his work studio over to it, and so he did, and from there he got noticed. I think, well, he probably was already noticed, if I'm correct. He'll fill us in on the details. Like I'll tell this story again if he pops in later. But yeah, like I say, he's deservedly so been headhunted. Would that be the right word for it? Because I actually don't know. We'll have to ask him. But they came to him. I know that much. It's not like he filled out a job application. Speaking of which, 2 seconds. Oh dear. I forgot I had a job centre appointment today. Thankfully, I have a really nice advisor. Shout out to Erica, you're lovely. And she just did it on the phone with me instead. So, what a lovely lady. No sanctions today. Thankfully. Doesn't hurt that I genuinely am what they used to call the title of the benefit, job seekers. I am one and have been. So it's not like I have to make stuff up or lie or anything. I can literally just say what's happened. I've had interviews this week, so I just told her, I'm so sorry, it slipped my mind. I was all in the headspace of that. Because that's true. It's lovely not having to lie to your job seeker, work coach or whatever they call them now. That looks about right. Okay, so you might have just seen me while I was waffling on. Cut a trench out. And it is just a triangular trench. You cut one line down the middle and then go each side with the knife. And then you can glue it like that. And you get that lovely line there. Now, what we're looking at here though as well is, let me pop the blue on. And I'll zoom into this so you can actually see what I'm looking at here. It's only got the thing there on that side, which is annoying, but I think that's going to be both. It's going to have a little line there so that it goes in. Like, the line is just here where I'm going to make it point slightly inward. I'm going to cut away a little bit more than I'm probably going to need. But yeah, it's essentially the same as before. You simply cut a tiny trench out. Less of a trench rather than more a divot. And then when you've bent it over, obviously there's a big gap there, but when you push it in, it closes the gap. So there you go. Now, we've got to do that along the inside as well. Yeah, according to that, you can see the blue lines. Where is it? There. Hang on. Let's see if I can... There, where the knife is. You can see those blue lines on that side. So I've got to go from where it actually on the front ends to there, where it ends on the front on that one. Right, here we go. And then what I like to do is bend it backwards once I've done the actual first cut. Try and bend it backwards so that you get like it split right down. And now we're going to do the trench. You're going to be careful doing this because you can end up like slicing the front of the piece as well. But yeah, just try not to go all the way through. And then when you're finished, you should have two of the same. There we go. Right, so then they're going to pop in like that. Then, like I said before, we've got to get, yep, there's edges you can see on there, or I can. Don't know about you. So I'm going to try and do roughly, if I get, yeah, it looks about there. And then to there, where the other one is. There we go. Should end up with that, like I say, I'm just going to bend it back a bit. There we go. Let's try and do the same over here as well. Nope, we went a bit off the rails there. But it's okay, because when you're cutting out a trench and you've cut a little extra like that, you're going to end up slicing that bit off anyway. So it should be alright. And Oh, it's probably about there, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Okay, sorry about that. Important messaging had to take place there. Right. Okay, so we've got these. They look roughly symmetrical. They definitely line up to what we've done there. And I'm going to try and cut out roughly the same width and depth as the other bits that I've already done. And also angle. Try and get the angle right as well. This is the one I messed up on. So let's see if... There you go. It came out quite cleanly, thankfully. Oh, God. Right. There we go. So that's done that on that side as well. So that's looking pretty much how we want it to. Let's test. Okay. I think I need to take a tiny bit out of these little pointy bits as well. Just pretty much what we've done. So we end up with that. And it's only so that when I push this down, I can also push this down. So when we're gluing it, it's not going to be like pulling itself back out again, which does happen when you're working with like strong foam. So right, I'll do the same on this side just for continuity purposes. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. Like, I always do this, like when I've got a lot to do. I always like think, right, I better go do this, but I don't think to eat, and then all I can think about is food while I'm doing this. Right, yeah, there you go. So yeah, I'm not concentrating properly because I'm like hungry, and then I forget to talk, and then whoever jumps in stares at me, staring at foam, and like, what the fuck is this? And then they leave. So, you know, oh, that's not lined up quite as well. It's still okay. It's okay. Right. Okay. I think first things first, I'm gonna put this bit together. There. I'm just realising how off camera I was there. Yeah, I'm going to glue this part first, and then that should inform the shape of that. And then we have something to go off symmetrical wise, so we can make sure this just stays the same, because I think I've cut a little bit more away on this outer line here than I did on the other side, because it's curling right in, and that one is not. But that is closer to what we need, and that. So that's how we're going to do that. And here we go, first dive with the glue gun today. Uru, boys. Right. I literally just rubbed off that glob of glue that was at the top end there, just so that it would solidify a bit quicker. Oh, that's good. Right. So, yeah, that's bang on exactly what we want, because that's going to continue, that's going to inform how I cut this. And the bits that come under it, the sort of strips along the middle. I don't know if you can tell on the small screen there that those are the other bits that I've cut. And then underneath that you can see two white strips that are going to attach to it, and they need to line up with them. I don't know why I've gone into somewhere between South African and New Zealand. Right. Oh, it's pulled apart. God damn it. You get back in there. For the love of Crookie Dookins. All kinds of Anti-Donna references today. If you know, you know. I'm going to hold it a little bit longer this time. I was being impatient. Because again, I'm not concentrating because I'm hungry. Being an idiot. Right. I might have to end this early to eat. Because there is no point in doing it if I'm not concentrating, because I'll make more damage than than it's worth. Right. I'm going to do the front part one at a time. I'm going to do the inner part first. Make sure it lines up with that. And then we're going to glue that out a bit there. And then I'm going to have to grab the other side and do it all over again. It's quite difficult, this bit, because of the middle is quite flimsy. Now it's been cut, so I'm laying it down here so I can just sort of hold it in position. So, how's your day been? Weather okay where you are? It's not bad today here. Bit cold, but 'tis the time of year. It could be torrential downpour. And it's not, so that's nice. Right. So, there we go. If you're wondering what the hell that was about, we're British. We talk about the weather. Okay, now I think this is about right, but I need to. I think I've already sort of bent it into position. And then I'm going to have to somehow push this together, and then I'm going to have to glue it from behind, I think. Yeah. All right. See, now that seems a bit steep. And then it doesn't look like it's coming together properly either, and it's going to have to be forced, which is weird. Right, hang on. We'll get this to solidify first, hang on. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, now I'm going to glue open the trenches that we've made, and I'm going to dump a load on the actual edge. And then just hold it together for a bit. Right. Right. It's not quite as smooth as I was hoping for, but it's alright. It's not bad. Hoping the other side's going to be... Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit more together than this side is. Need a bit more glue on the bottom here. There we go. What was happening was that little bit between my four fingers there was just pulling apart, basically. I wish the camera would bloody focus on it, but yeah, it wasn't looking good. So that's that, and then if we can get this bit in, that looks like it's a little bit better shaped. But yeah, we're going to wait till this fully solidifies before I go any further. Because that really wants to pull apart at the bottom there. That's really annoying. Bloody glue web. Okay. Right, this bit looks a little bit more right, but it's still going to have to be pushed together, so I still might have the same problem of it trying to pull itself apart, but we'll see. We're gluing the trenches of the outer parts. Is it just me that when you say something like the outer, your brain immediately goes limits? Because it won't let you say the real words. It makes you do like a pop culture reference. Just me? Okay. I'm not surprised, frankly. Okay, right. Yeah, this one actually is, even though it's pulling itself apart a little bit, it looks like it's going to behave a little bit better. It just goes to show you never know with these things, because there I was thinking this was going to be the problem one, and it really wasn't. It's exactly the opposite, in fact. There we go, right. You know, one day I'm going to do that until I pass out. Live. In front of all of you. And joke's on you, because you won't be here to see it. Right. There we go. One edge. Not bad. Not bad at all. We've got the other side to do, but it's like I say, I'm not concentrating because I'm really hungry, but I'll tell you what I will do is I will use this to inform the cut. So, yeah. It's like that. So we'll at least have like a shape to show you. I'm going to keep my hand about the same and just cut again. In fact, let's... There we go. Let's see, did we manage? Put those down there. Not far off. Not far off. That's alright. Okay. So, put that there. Put that there. Put that there. And put that there. And that's the general shape, isn't it, of what we're... Put that down there as well. Of what we're after. Let's get it in here. Have a look. Okay. I think that's what I'll do once I've got it all ready. I'm just going to simply... I'm going to do that now, actually. I'm going to glue these parts on. Just glue them on. Just do it. Why not? Right. Because we're dealing with full surface area, we can smash that glob of glue down in flat. And then, because of the nature of this stuff, it's fantastic. It just seeps in. The only downside is that it, with the glue being hot, taking a little while to settle down and solidify, it does slide around a little bit. But not for very long up here, because it is quite warm, cold rather. Literally the opposite. My brain went for a word and went, the opposite, that'll do. There we go. So that's on there nicely. We'll do the same on the other, if we can. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Lovely. Apart from like the pen line, it's fitting so well that you can hardly tell. There you go. That they're separate pieces, which bodes well for the final paint. There it is. Apart from the fact that it's stuck to my finger right now, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, like, look at the... Like, there's no shadow over them. They've sat really well and gone... yeah, about 1/4 of a millimetre overlap, but we're only human. Oh, go on then. I'll finish this off. I'll get it done. Right. Oh, come on. Oh, because it's so close to the edge. I should have done this one first. Right. There is the cut. There is the start. We go. Wah. And then about there to about there. Oop. Cut me nail a bit. There we go. So, same again. About there to about there. What I'm trying to do, and I did it again, is find the actual edge on the front side that's at the very bottom. So you can see on the inside, like there to there is very different. So you're aiming for the bottom part, and as you can see, I sort of messed up and went too far, and I didn't get to there where I was looking for, and then I've managed to get it right there, bang on. Whew. And same again, we're going... It's a mistake that's easily made, and I made it in all of my early projects, was I was cutting to the surface that was facing me when I should have been cutting to what people will see, the outside. Easy mistake to make. I made it constantly, like I say. So don't beat yourself up. I did it enough for the both of us, so just don't, because, you know, it'll all come right in the end. Right. There we go. Let's see if we can get rid of that. There we are. How's that? Is that enough, do we think? It's not quite. It's not. Just going to take a tiny bit more out. Want to be real careful when you're trying to take more out of an existing one, because that is when the splits happen. If one happens to happen with this, then I will show you how I fix it. Right, that's better. Right, whoops, there we go. Just gonna switch over straight away. So that outer bit stuck a little bit there, and let's see, is that? Nope, not enough. I'm being more cautious this time, you see. So I was like flying by the seat of my pants on the other one, and I'm trying to just get it. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Because now I've got something to go off, I've got to try and match what I've done on the other side, obviously, and then I've got to do it 4 more times for the other for the other side as well. I can't stop thinking about Ric Flair leaving Kill Tony. Like this absolutely hammered Ric Flair going talking about having fun versus making fun, and it's like, you're in the wrong place, dude. I'm sure he told you what the show was, but you know. Oh my god, that is a terrible, terrible split, and that's not even one that I've done. That is literally just there was a split in the foam that I didn't see. Shit. I'm not even sure I can repair that because that's not gone through or anything. That is just a hemorrhage, and that's because we're going to be bending the foam. That's going to get worse as we go. I could maybe turn it into battle damage. That is always an option. Every mess up is an opportunity for some battle damage, and chrome plate. What do you call it? Chrome plate, chrome paint, dry brushing. That's how you do it. Let's see, how's it hanging? How's it handling? See, it goes all the way down to there. That's how you can sort of tell that it wasn't a cut that you've made, is that it goes over and then goes straight across lines that you weren't cutting. So, that is c'est difficile. Just cutting these little mini trenches out on this side as well. Like we did on the other. Right. Okay. Gutted, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll manage, won't we? Eh? Right. Let's see, shall we? I'll get it glued. I was gonna leave it at that because I was so gutted about the slice, but no, we're carrying on. We're gonna power through, which I'm sure is what all live streamers do. Power through hunger and fatigue. What's that? We're in the special forces, the internet special forces. Oh my god! Right. Yeah. I'm sure that I've got a comment like saying it's Goma EVA or Eva. I wonder if that is it made from EVA foam, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, it is from what looks like a Spanish gentleman, so I am going to put it in Google Translate because I am absolutely useless with no, I'll go back. I don't know. It might just be a spelling mistake. I'm not sure. I'm so if that guy's watching, I'm so sorry. I feel pretty safe saying guy as well because it's a Halo cosplay is a total sausage fest. Come on in, sausage. Right, I think looking at the other side that I've got the angles about bang on. Just gonna make sure this side stays. I'm pushing it a little further than it needs to be because I know it's going to pull back. Oh, I thought that was in here. It's clearly outside. That's clearly someone drilling outside, and that freaked me right out. Kiraki. Okay. It is time. Once again, going to do the centre bits. The ends. These are the ends. I'm going to do them a bit at a time, like I did the other side. Then we'll get these little side bits done. And then when it's all done, I'm going to get it glued onto these bits, and we will leave it at that for the day because I'm very hungry. And it's like I say, I'm really gutted about that slice, but at the same time, it looks like you could very easily chrome brush inside that nice little slice, and it goes all the way to the edge around here as well. Don't know if you can make that out. Oh, ever so slightly. Be useful if you bloody zoomed in on it. Like, zoomed in. Fucking focus. Focus! But yeah, you can see it. You can see it goes all the way there, and yeah, if I can pull it off, that'll be some good battle damage, I think. Okay. Right, while that's solidifying, I'm gonna do these edges as well. Just to help hold it in place where we need it. There we go. Just shoved glue in the little cutout trench and along the seam itself. And I'm just gonna swipe a bit of glue, thereby holding it hopefully in place here. Don't do it. Don't you make a gap. How dare you. That's it. Okay, right. Gonna do the other side as well. See if I can glue it on camera this time. But yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of glue on that, and then in the trench as well. And then I'm going to swipe down, see if I can get it on the edges of the piece. There we are. And then, I'm sorry my finger's in the way, but I have to hold down the little triangle here, so I'm going to have to do that. And then push it comfortably to where the edges line up on the bottom here. Because that also is responsible for holding the shape of the whole thing. There it is. Okay. I think we've pretty much nailed the aesthetic. Same as it was before, that's good. Yeah, we need to now just... Yep, same again. We're gonna just pop it on there. Spread it flat. Just trying to level it out fairly consistently. Yeah, there we go. Stuck to me. Yeah. It's a little bit overlapping on this side, but the inside doesn't matter as much because stuff's going to go over the top of that and cover the middle. But out here, right there is where it matters, because that is obviously going to meet up with the strip that we're going to put in, that hopefully is going to be bang on level with those two bits there. Right, we'll just get this on. This side's a little better shaped. I've cut it a tiny bit thinner. Right. Once again, nice big glob of glue that we're going to spread out. There we go. Can work fairly quickly in a cold environment when you're working with hot glue. It's a little bit less shaped for it this side. So I'm having to push a little harder to keep it together. Got a bit of leftover glue on there as well, but we've managed to get that off, so that's good. There we are. First section of the Grenadier. You can get out as well. Right. Let's get all this in the bin. We'll have a proper look at what we've got so far. So there we are. There we have it. It's a little bit wonky, but hopefully we'll get that sorted when we get the rest on it, and it wants to be that sort of shape. Yeah. It's about right. I feel like I want to keep it like that overnight so it de-wonks. But it's okay. That's alright. It's a good start. So, yeah, we're there. Look at it. It's not bad. Looks quite clean on camera. That's cool. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. Anybody that's watching along with these. and responding to like pictures and stuff that I've been putting on the old socials. Um, I would try and plug my socials, but I've got far more on the socials than I have here, so it's like the opposite. All of you from the socials, come here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Anybody that's popping in and out, I do appreciate casual viewers. And next time, if you want to chat and ask questions and stuff, you go for it. I welcome it. But yeah, I think like we're at the early stages of this, so it's going to be a bit quiet, I reckon. Tomorrow, I'm going to get straight on with the centerpiece and these crazy sort of tubes that are on the end of it on each side. If we look at the picture, let's have a look. Yeah, they don't look as sort of just sticking up at the end. They actually look like it's folded over at the end of this thing, doesn't it? So I'll try and get it closer to that, I think. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. And I will see you tomorrow for hopefully a bit longer, because I'm going to make sure I eat before we start next time. So see you then.